Hey guys, how's it going? It's 8-Bit Eric. Welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to read a story of a scary situation involving a PS5 and a perfect example why you shouldn't buy from resellers, especially if it's a little shady or for whatever reason they're wanting to meet up and do cash only and things like that. It's a dangerous world out there. Some of these scalpers have no empathy or remorse for anybody. And some of them aren't even resellers or scalpers to begin with. Some of them are people that are looking to rob you. So this story is an interesting and scary situation. Before we get to it though, guys, if you're not subscribed to this channel, we just hit 80,000 subscribers last night. So yeah, thank you guys so much. I couldn't do it without you guys. Subscribe if you haven't. There's a red subscription button down here. Join the nation. Now let's read this. It says, gamer mugged at knife point by thug pretending to sell PS5. So somebody was mugged by a thug at knife point. Now, this is a scary situation. In the past, when I've done stuff with retro games on Craigslist, I was always kind of hesitant to meet up at some place that was just kind of not safe, not a public location. I tend to want to meet up at Walmart's or grocery store parking lots. That way there's people outside, possible security guards. Never ever go to somebody's house too many times. I've done it once or twice and I kind of got bad vibes, but luckily nothing happened to me. But this unfortunate soul, let's go ahead and read it. It says, a teacher was mugged at knife point for more than 600 pounds. So this is over in the UK, where I swear to God, things are just getting nuts with scalpers, resellers, criminals stealing PS5s. It's getting chaotic over there, guys. What the hell is going on? What is going on over there in the UK? Anyways, this is two hooded men who pretended to be selling a PS5 on Facebook Marketplace. So he got this listing from Facebook Marketplace. I'm hoping he can report authorities and somehow Facebook can help track whoever these people were that did the listing, maybe by like an IP address or something of that nature. So keen gamer Mark Lee, 22 years of age, so he was really young, believed he'd struck a bargain when he found someone selling the sold-out console on the platform, which allows users to browse items from online sellers. So if you're not aware of what Facebook Marketplace is, it's kind of like an Amazon built into, or an OfferUp built into Facebook's thing. You have to have a Facebook account to be able to post. So that's why I also say maybe they'll be able to figure out where this came from or an IP address or track it somehow, hopefully. Now, it says Sony's PS5, which cost between £300 and £500, has seen intense interest online because the coronavirus pandemic has driven a boom in demand. And we've been covering the demand, the boom indeed. Guys, this thing has been probably the hottest selling item of 2020. It's impossible to keep track of. Retailers are immediately selling out. Websites are crashing, and you got all sorts of craziness online. You got scalpers taking advantage of people, selling them for thousands of dollars of markup. And now you have people doing Fast and the Furious style robberies with trucks. And now you have people robbing by knife point. So it says, since its launch in November, the console has sold out in big brand stores across the UK, leading shoppers like Lee to turn to private sellers, with some priced at as much as £1,000. So Lee found the console on Facebook Marketplace on December 30th, but the seller insisted he pay in cash and gave him an address at which to collect the console. So usually when people insist in cash instead of doing the safe route, that's when things get a little fishy, when you get cash. It's harder to I guess, fight the transaction. It's harder to have security for that. It's a lot more fishy when things go down with cash. It's basically, I don't recommend it. I would recommend doing a safe, secure PayPal transaction, or something that can be detected. But yeah, he was told to meet an address. So here we go. It says, when Lee approached the address near Smithwick, West Birmingham on New Year's Eve, he was confronted by two hooded thugs in an alleyway who drew out knives and threatened to stab him if he didn't hand over the cash. Scary situation indeed. So, two hooded thugs in an alleyway. At least they only had knives, alright? Now, I'm not saying this was not a scary situation. At least these thugs only had knives. Alright, this could have been a lot more of a scarier and worse situation should they've had firearms or something else. So, very scary. And I'm glad they didn't do anything. So he said he handed his wallet to the scammers before fleeing the scene. So here's screenshots. So Mark, PS5 bundle, joined Facebook in April. So he said, "Hi mate, is this available still? Would you be able to do 600 pounds all if I came to collect in the morning? You know what? I won't try to bring you down in price. He didn't even like try to negotiate. He first went down, then he went up. He says, if it is available in the morning, I'd be happy to come along for 625 pounds, asking price ASAP. And I could bank transfer you in person after seeing the box PayPal you." So, that is a message. Unfortunately, it doesn't look like we have any more screenshots. But to continue the story, it says secondary school teacher Lee said, "I had been so excited to pick up the PS5. I expected to go home with it and be able to spend the night playing games with my friends. But instead, these two men approached me as I was walking along an alleyway and brought out these huge knives, and I immediately felt dread." Like, the fact that he even went into an alleyway is what's suspect and scary about the situation, if you think about it. Like, if somebody was like, "Yeah, come to this address," and I had to walk down an alleyway, I would have immediately left. Also, I wouldn't have went alone. I wouldn't have gone alone. I've never gone to a Craigslist or Facebook or OfferUp situation alone at all. Never have. So he says, "I was terrified and in complete shock. I just gave him my whole wallet and sprinted in the opposite direction. I knew there were scammers out there, but I had no idea how serious and violent they could get. These men were threatening to kill me. I was gutted after it happened because I lost all the money I'd saved up. But nothing is worth more than your life." So that is scary. That's scary, you know, getting robbed, getting your life threatened. Music teacher Lee jumped at the chance when he saw PS5 on sale for 625 pounds on Facebook Marketplace December 30th. Didn't question it when the seller told him to come and pick it up the following day in Avery Avenue. The seller, who was using a Facebook account called Hamza Khan to advertise a console, instructed Lee to meet him at 5 p.m. with the 625-pound cash payment. Lee, who works in Banbury, Oxfordshire, had been staying at a friend's house in Birmingham, said he was so excited to pick up the console. He secured his first job as a teacher in September and wanted to reward himself. So this guy's a new teacher. Wanted to reward himself. So he says he was horrified when walking down a nearby alleyway as he approached the address. He found himself being followed by two young men. After confirming his name, he said the men, who were wearing dark tracksuits, drew out long, matte black, serrated blades, threatened to kill him with them if he didn't hand over the cash. He said, "My immediate feeling was one of total dread and fear. When they had these huge knives to my chest, I could hardly process what was going on. I clammed up and fumbled around. It must have taken me around a minute to get a hold of my wallet because I was panicking so much. I genuinely thought they would kill me." Oh, here we go. "Just finished work on the way now. Sorry about that, mate. I'll be waiting outside." "It's fine. Do you have a rough estimate?" "Less than 10 months. "No worries at all. Sorry, no pressure." "Hi, mate. I'm waiting on blank road, mate. 1 minute away from my house." "Is the console not in your house?" So you could see he's showing his cash. He showed the person the cash. Very sad situation. So it says he called West Midlands police to report the incident and they are investigating. Lee finally returned home safely later that evening where his worried girlfriend Alicia was waiting on him. A West Midlands police spokesman said, "We've launched an investigation after a man was robbed of a significant amount of cash, having arranged online to meet someone to buy a games console. The man was instructed to go to Avery Avenue, Birmingham, and while walking down a cut-through, he was approached by two Asian males who threatened him with a knife and stole the cash. A police dog and handler was sent to the scene to track for any scent and local searches conducted. Detectives are trawling CCTV in hope of identifying the offenders." So they're still at large, apparently. Hopefully they find who it was, what happened. Scary situation, nevertheless, if you think about it. Guys, stay safe, please. Especially if you're going to be doing deals on Facebook or OfferUp, Craigslist. Stay safe. Do not go alone. I'm not saying carry a gun with you or a knife, but stay safe. Meet up in a public place. Try to secure it without taking a lot of cash, because $600 or 600 pounds is still a lot of money. Just be careful, guys. I don't know what to tell you. If you feel weird or you feel like something's shady, just don't do it. There's more important things in a PlayStation 5. Most definitely your life is way more important. So guys, yeah, let me know your thoughts about this story. Feel free to subscribe if you haven't already. I'll see you guys on the next one. Thanks a lot for watching.